Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
On the double. Here we go.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets it up past the 35. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Trouble, 38. Come on, black swap. Set, Hutton.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1.
Ready. Hutton.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The Falcons hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Okay. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Blue, 32. Set.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And you look at this Saints defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Blue. Ready?
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Black, 95. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Hut.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. Clock, 60 red. 60, hut.
They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. 45, wide. Set, hut.
Robinson, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Set, hut. Red, 30 at 6. Mega. Hut.
Robinson again. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go. 50, green. Fury, yellow. Black shot. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And space tough to come by there. So we'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now an option play on second down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, he's got man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerry Jeudy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ready up.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Eat old blue. 52 blue. 10.
Now back to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Down. Blue, 32. Set, cut.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go. 45. Wide. Cut, cut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Ready. Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Algier. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Black. 95. Cut, cut.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Set, hut. Yellow, 22, ready.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
60 reps. Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st down and goal to go.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Down. Set, hut.
They'll look to run with Algier. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Ready. Yellow, 6, mega. Ready?
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. He'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st down, Saints.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion goes the tight end. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jerry Judy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints get a late score here, the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Over the middle, complete. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is caught by Dell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, New Orleans.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Second and short now following the fumble.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jerry Jeudy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Fury, yellow. Smash, red. Set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably... Touchdown, New Orleans!
A big play there. fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Saints 28, Falcons 17.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Set, ready. 50, green. Needle blue. Set.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Black Ultra.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. Look at the big fella go. Kyle Pitts. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 87 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Field, black. Hut.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Saints 28, Falcons 24. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerry Judy, 53 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Down. 30. Hut.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
On the ready. Set. Blaster. 6. 45. Wide. Ready.
Back to throw here. They'll get this to Flowers, left side. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
43 rail. Come on, set. Yellow, set.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Ready.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Black 40. Hut.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Set. Hut. Blue 32. Green jack. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
10 black.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for two.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dameon Pierce, 62 yards. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Down, set.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more this time, the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, snap, red. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They're still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Check that street. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The Saints on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond.
And he loses the football the second time. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. And the Falcons first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking offside, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's brought down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On to give, here's Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Okay, right.
Now 2nd and 5.
Come on, set. Set, cut.
Robinson with another carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ready.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard
Let's go.
line.
45, white. Drill green. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Dumps this one off to Algier. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
37. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down at